Every once in a while, a game comes along that blows out any and all expectations. This can happen for countless reasons, ranging from innovations in game design, cutting-edge graphics, or truly unforgettable stories. But sometimes this happens because a game is just that incredible on every level, and Celeste is definitely one of those games. And seeing how this masterpiece of a game is celebrating its 5-year anniversary, I see no better time than to take a look back at this landmark indie title. This game was first brought to my attention in the same way I'm sure many other gamers were first exposed to this game, during the Nintendo Direct in early 2018. And I didn't really think much of it. I hadn't played any of the other games made by the developer of the game, Matt Makes Games, and with the insane amount of indie games on the Switch, it could have very well just ended up in my endless back catalog of games, some of which I never get around to playing. But when this game was released, the reviews for this game were to a level I had rarely seen an indie game reach. So this game jumped the line, ahead of AAA games that had patiently waited to be played, and from the moment I started this game, I couldn't put it down. When I think of a perfect game on every level, Celeste is one of the first that comes to mind, and that all starts with its unforgettable story. As someone who has struggled with anxiety and depression most of my life, I can't express to you how much the story of Celeste truly meant to me. And I'm sure those of you who have experienced the unbelievable story told within Celeste, watching this video right now, are recalling the many incredible story moments told throughout this game. But for those watching who haven't played this game, I wouldn't dare spoil a moment of this game's deeper story, because the thoughtful way this game discusses mental illness is done to a level only a few games have ever achieved. But what I will say is this game centers on a girl named Madeline, who at the beginning of the game finds herself at the bottom of Celeste Mountain with a mission to reach the peak. But to speak for myself, I think the reason the story of this game stuck with me for so long is I truly wasn't expecting to get this incredibly important story with some truly unforgettable characters from such an unsuspecting 2D platformer. But at the end of the day, there have been countless video games that have amazing stories that fall short in the gameplay department. So I'm glad to say that Celeste matches its incredible story with equally amazing gameplay. On first glance, Celeste is a 2D platformer, where your main objective is to reach the end of each level, much like countless other games in the platformer genre. But Celeste's main gameplay mechanic is Madeline's ability to do a mid-air dash on top of her main jump. But she can only perform this dash once, and once you perform this move, you're sent falling unless you find something to land on or grab onto. But even if you grab onto a wall, or an object in each level, you can only hold on for a short time. This gameplay mechanic gets so much more complicated as the levels get more challenging, and require you to finish them at a much faster pace. On top of adding stuff like crystals that you can dash through to regain your mid-air dash, allowing you to chain these dashes together. The flow of gameplay is truly magical, and this is aided by the incredible soundtrack of the game that keeps you motivated to continue your climb. But the gameplay only works so well because of the controls that give you full control of every pixel, meaning they're never to blame for your failures. Every move you make has to be well thought out and intentional, and if you fail, it's your own fault. And trust me, with the difficulty level of this game, you will fail hundreds, maybe even thousands of times. But within your instant revival after your failed attempt, you never feel fatigued by your failures, truly making every attempt feel like a learning experience. But let me tell you, when you conquer a section of a level, you will feel a sense of accomplishment only a few games have ever landed with me. So all of this to say, after 5 years of this game being available, all of the praise and awards it has garnered are well deserved. And I couldn't be more excited for Matt Makes Games' next project, Earthblade, which made its debut at the Game Awards a few weeks ago. And with the gameplay quality that Celeste displays, on top of one of the most important stories ever told within gaming, it's a no-brainer that this new game is one of my most anticipated. And it goes without saying, if you haven't played Celeste, I implore you to play this game any way you can and experience why this game means so much to so many gamers. That's all for today's video, guys, but please comment down below, have you played Celeste? And if you have, let's reminisce together about the past 5 years with this masterpiece of a game. I will see you guys next week with a new video, and my name's Oliver, I'm the Retro Game Boy, and I'll see you guys next time.